instead of just sitting here editing, uh, like American Evil for 10 hours straight, just watching Clash of the Titans over again. I'm enjoying it, to be sure, but like I really would prefer it if. Oh wait, I probably should have. That's right, I forgot to monetize it every single time. Um, I really would prefer it if I was able to just like I don't know, do it at my in a scheduled way, right? Because like I love writing and making stuff, but like having to cram it all in like a handful of weekends over the next couple of months, it's getting to me. It really is. Hang on, okay, so it's on. Okay. Yeah, everyone's complaining about network outages and shit like that, but I haven't had any problems with anything. I don't know necessarily. Okay. So, hang on. Is the game on? Am I live? I don't even know. Okay, we're live. I think it's a little too loud. Okay, we're live. Okay, how's that? Yeah, it's better. Yeah, I'm not even using like the microphone anymore because why do I have it plugged in? I'm not even using the microphone right now because it crapped out on me last time I streamed, so now I'm using like the webcam microphone simply because. Oops, yeah, whenever I don't play like anything for any period of time, the controller takes forever to connect. It's just okay. All right, so where the hell were we? What were we doing exactly? I don't remember. Uh, I must find alcohol. Okay, so last time on Elden Ring, Sir Balldolot sets out on his endless quest for more coom, to coom more often, but to his endless quest to avoid his wife and kids. And this time he is exploring the world of Elden Ring. Where were we going? I specifically, yeah, I came out of like the ravine or something. Like, there's definitely something I wanted. I specifically wanted to look at. Okay. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Head bows. Uh. Yeah, this is boring. Like, it's been like several days since I played this. I have no idea. Like, uh. I don't understand how horseback combat is worse than it was in Twilight Princess, a game that came out 20 years ago. But anyway, uh, yeah, the horse sucks shit. But he has a weapon and he's not going to use it. Like a dumbass. Look how slow the giant is. Like, you would think these things would be intimidating. I didn't want to fight them because I was sure they were like tough, but like the instant I tried, I realized that they're actually not very tough at all. That's another thing I can't get over about this game. It's like how slow the enemies are. Like, this is the fastest anyone's ever been in a Souls game, and yet they're still not like that big of a threat. Okay. Okay. Like, Zelda makes these fights like so much cooler. Like the Hinox and like having used the bow to shoot tides, so much cooler than this. Yeah, people actually know like Zelda enemy names because they're so memorable. Ouch. Do these things respawn after you kill them once? They probably do. But... what the hell was that? Like, I think I've been here before too, so it's not even like some big. Yeah, he wasn't here the last time I came by, so I don't know. I don't necessarily know how the structure to this game works. Okay, check the level up. Let's see. Yeah, 5,000. Yeah, what I would want to do is just... okay. Man, I really wonder how much longer I can keep up with this bullshit, because it's just like, it's so boring. For the record, for the past week, I've mostly been playing Nintendo World Championships, which is way better than this, and Final Fantasy V, which is way better than this. Like, honestly, I haven't been playing a lot of games, but like I did manage to get through that really difficult boss in Final Fantasy V, which was fantastic. That was so much fun. Like finally clearing that boss. It took like actual skill and resource management, unlike this. Like Final Fantasy V is like really underrated in my opinion. Like it has like a really good difficulty spike. It's I've never thought Final Fantasy VI was difficult, like ever. But like five is, and I don't know if it's just because I don't know how to play it or if it's genuinely like quite a bit harder than. I think there's some cave around here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I wanted to go in the cave. Okay, I knew there was something in here. Oh, okay, is this a dungeon or what is this? Okay. It must be. Actually, that's not what I wanted. Fuck. Yeah, what am I summon sign? I think it's probably how I'm gonna get through areas. Is just put my summon sign at the beginning of them and then just grind. Uh, these games aren't hard to begin with, but they're especially easy when you have like. If you have another person here, they can't gang up on you ever. So. Dark. I can't even see him. How am I supposed to fight? All right. But how many of these assholes are there? Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised they kept coming. Uh, who's your? I don't know who that is. Uh, wait, are you talking in the game or in real life? Okay. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. They have to attack in the dark. Of course, they don't have problems seeing in the dark, but okay. I guess their eyes have adjusted. Oops, that's not. Fuck. Did I really put a summon sign down in the middle of combat? That's hilarious. Highwayman Horn. Okay. What? All the more praise the liar. Praise the wicked sword. What does that mean? I guess I should have been down here a long time ago. It doesn't seem like that hard of an area, but okay, so we get nothing of value from coming down here. Okay, okay, there's nothing here. What? It's just an empty.
Well, well, well. Thought you'd just help yourself to a man's personal belongings, huh? You scheming little thief. The gods demand repentance. Puff up your
Really?
all of it.
Patches? Okay, this is proof that this is not a new IP. If Patches is in the fucking game. Yeah, I don't feel sorry for fucking Patches. This is what you did to me in Dark Souls, oh shit. It's not even that tough. What the fuck? So yeah, Patches is proof that, like...
For Pete's sake, I concede. No one likes a bull-headed brute, you know. I yield, yield. You can't harm a yielding man.
What?
Well, finally come round, have you? I knew you would. You're a man of reason. True and true.
Yeah, I should have just killed him.
Well, what do you know? Now, how did I took you for a demi-human or some such? An innocent mistake, I
Yeah.
assure you.
Tarnished? Don't you mean undead? More proof that Tarnished is just being undead. Like... I don't trust this guy. Like...
A true man. I'm Patches, tarnished like you. Only for now. In exchange for my... But honestly, frankly, so don't be... I'll be ready to wheel and deal.
Yeah, okay.
Don't forget to pop back. I'll be ready to wheel and deal.
Yeah, I'm not coming back. What a waste of my time. Oh, I'm gonna set up a shop. Yeah, a shop I'm never gonna go to because I don't trust him. Well, yeah, that's my biggest point of contention is that like Elden Ring fans like delusionally believe this is a new IP when it's not. It's a Souls game. And like that's evidence for that. Like patches is just there. Like again, it's just okay. What else is down here? Like yeah, so I came down here for no reason. That is like peak disappointment. I go to an area and I discover patches. That is like something I don't want to see ever. What the hell is this? Uh, okay. I created another Murkwater. Is Patches going to be the boss of this area too? But yeah, I hate Patches. Always have. Uh, are you kidding me? Really? Yeah, again, like they have to jump on you from above to like have a even a slight chance of like taking you out. Like Zelda doesn't have to like resort to cheat tactics like that. I don't know. I'm getting really bored of this. Uh, what's all these like bloodstains? Are these other players? What the hell? Where did this asshole come from? Where do they keep coming from? And why does my shield always do chip damage? And then praise the message. Okay. Oh, what the fuck was that? Oh. What the hell was that? Like, yep, knew it. That's not creative. That's not fun. That's not like. It's just stupid and weird. I don't see that and just go like, "Oh, I got fooled." Like, no, I saw it coming a mile away. It wasn't really a threat to me. Okay. Oops, what the hell? A boss fight? Weak foe ahead? Well, how hard is it? Yeah, that guy. This is basically just that thing in A Link to the Past. Well, the ball and chain. This is so boring. Aw, look at him. He thinks he's gonna get me. Why even bother blocking? Because like the iframes in this game are so generous that. Yeah, I only had one heal, so. Oh wait, we have arrows, don't we? Oh. Let's see here. How do arrows not do damage? Why are the arrows worthless? I don't understand this. Yeah, I underestimated how, like, the last stack was. I guess I can just stagger them. Let's see. Yeah, why doesn't the bow work? Like, it's a bow. It should be, like, the most effective way at dealing with these things. But no, like, you have to just... Ah, shit, really? Yeah, I was grabbing the thing. I mean, the suggestion was to try parrying, but I always hate parrying in these games because I just never got the hang of it. Yeah, I can easily beat the boss, but I have no desire to. It's just boring. Okay. Okay. You backstab him? Really? Wow. Yeah, this is just a minor enemy. Like, they try to fill as a boss. Yeah, I'm just not having fun with this. It's just not good. Yeah, I think I've seen everything I want to see in Elden Ring. There's no reason to come back to it. I guess next week we'll buy another PC game and play that instead. Yeah, so that's Elden Ring. A really disappointing, just uninspired, just uninfluential, just boring derivative mess. Uh, okay. I sometimes connect and sometimes I don't. Okay. Yeah, I don't understand why he flinches sometimes, other times he just doesn't. Oh, is that why they improved the iframes? So like sometimes they just don't work. Yeah, I think that's the thing to do is just get around him and just keep wailing at him. Hey, he was on the ground. I. Yawn. Boy. Radius 3 is way more fun than this. And way more difficult, too. Uh. Eh. Eh. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. Oh, come on. 50 whip? Got him. That was stupid. Yeah, okay. How uninspired did he get? Hang on, is there anything else? What was the point of fighting that boss? What do you get by doing it? Yeah, completely worthless. A complete waste of time, apparently. I didn't even get that many runes for it. This looks the same as, like, the other bosses we fought, with, like, the same... Alright. Where are we now? Hang on. We're back at the entrance. Okay, let's take a break. Oh, we're at 4,000. Okay, yeah, so a little bit more and we can level up again. Honestly, like, maybe I should check that, I found this guy. Is this... No, wait. Hey, where the hell was the... Oh, there he is. Okay. I think he has different armor sets, so maybe if I talk to him and see what he has, it has to be better than what I have already, right?
Trade again.
Yeah, okay. Kukri. Throw, let's see. Bastard sword. So I can't even use it because... well, how do I compare it to what I already have? Okay. Physical 4.4. Can I not compare it to what I already have? Let's see. Okay. 4.2. Okay.
Unfinished yet.
It's like, it's better, but like, it's so minuscule, it's probably not even worth investing. Maybe the leggings are better?
Very well.
Okay, let's see here. No, they're not better. Okay. Well, does he have anything else I want? Item crafting, let's see, firepower. Yeah, so I gotta boost my strength stat if I'm gonna get like better weapons. But okay. I can't think of anything else to do besides. Uh, yeah, I'm looking at chat, but it keeps going dark. I might have to get like a one of those a stream deck things so I can look at chat while. I think that's how you're supposed to do it. I have one picked out. It's just uh, right now I am the hell wait. Oh, the elevators. You have to pull the lever. Yeah, there's a boss here. Yeah, I haven't really explored this place much. I saw the bastard birds, and I was just like, no, I'm not doing this. I was wondering, I've never tried using the bow against the birds, so maybe that's how I should do it. Uh, yeah, we've been up here already. Yeah, everything's a wreck in this game. There's no, like, real, like, place to just... It just feels fake. Like, the way everything is, like, gone to shit. It's just like... I'm not even sure what the deal with my character is. I have not had the opportunity to look at like Elden Ring lore yet, so I have no idea what's actually going on yet. I have like some vague idea that like Michaela is some fanboy who controls everything. Like I don't know, like I don't know the specifics, but so basically they made Gwendolyn the antagonist. Is what I'm getting from that. Where did this asshole come from? I don't think he was here the first time. Yeah, I think I'm bored. Where are these assholes coming from? Like... And we're got to back off. What the hell was that? Like... Woof woof, yeah, it's gonna bark at little, like a little bitch. I mean, we're almost ready to level up. So. Yeah, I don't know anything about the bosses in this game. I don't know what to expect going forward. I guess this is where I'm supposed to go next. I don't know. I got to Godric off stream, but I did not beat him. So, I guess that would be the goal for this stream if I cared to do it. Like I don't know. I don't even see like the point. It's just like yeah, just level up and you'll beat the boss. I don't remember. I don't remember this big guy. I don't. Should I stop and level up first? I probably should, but... What the hell was that? That was like a Sonic the Hedgehog roll. Yeah, they have to gang up on you to, like, even have a shot. Why can't I backstab him? Why didn't I backstab him? Lame. Okay, I guess we're gonna... I don't want to level up now because, we'll have to fight these guys again. Unbelievable. Oh, yeah, I saw the girl. Yeah, I have the letter. I came here, though, and I'm just like... Is he even still alive, though? Like, that's... I don't remember what she told me. Like, something about some uprising here, and... I think we should just boost our strength. What does mine do? What does that stat do? FP? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay. Strength, Yeah, because, like, we keep getting weapons that I can't use, so... what do we even have? Yeah, is this one? Yeah, Warhawk's Talon. So yeah, this is the best weapon I have right now, but... Yeah, 16. Lord Sworn's Greatsword. Okay. That's better, but I just don't have the strength for it. 4 tad ships. Yeah, I have this thing, but like... Heavy crossbow. Yeah, look at all these shields. Look at all these shields I cannot use because of my shit strength stat. Like... Yeah, I think I'm gonna boost my strength so I can use those. Okay. Yeah, like it's sad, but this is like the best weapon I have. Well, to be fair, it's like pretty high upgraded, so that's probably why. But... Here we go again. Why was that a backstab? What the hell was that? Like, he had a now they're ripping off Monster Hunter. I don't know. What the hell is this idiot doing? How are they flopping all over the place? What the hell was that? How did the game crash on me? Wow. Yeah, I don't know what the deal with that is. It's happened a couple of times. That's not even a frame rate drop. It just plain stops. Yeah, and people want to complain about like Tears of the Kingdom. Like, come the fuck out. Nothing like that ever happened in Tears of the Kingdom. Uh, oh, upgrade your PC. So you're saying I need to upgrade my PC to play a game? I thought like again that'd be like it's not cost effective, right? So like you would be better off just playing on a Nintendo console, right, where everything is stable and everything's. All right, here we go. What the hell is this bullshit? Can we just sneak around? I don't want to bother with these guys. Yeah, dogs can't climb ladders, so I should be good. Where's the... Where's the ladder? There it is. Oh, bastard. Look at that. He thinks he's gonna come after me. Oh, wait, oh. He really thinks this is gonna work. Wow, riveting combat. Oops. Okay. Okay, so they can actually come after you. Yeah, in Dark Souls they can't like really they can't do that really. Wow, so they fixed the ladder exploit. Okay. Okay. Oh well, fuck! I forgot the. Why is there a bottomless pit at the bottom of the elevator? But yeah, I mean, I didn't have very many of them, so it's not a big deal. I mean, there's so many things you could have done in like Tears of the Kingdom in that situation. You could have jumped off. You could have like, used a bow. Like in Dark Souls, what do you like in this game? What do you have to do? Just get everybody into a situation where you have to fight them one on one. It's not hard. Like it goes. All right, here we go. So yeah, now you just have to wait at the top. Huh? Okay, so you can still exploit ladders. It's just I don't know. Maybe in like Dark Souls, what I was doing was like doing it in a way where they couldn't reach you. I don't know. I don't remember what I was doing exactly in Dark Souls. I mean the same general rule applies though. Like the enemy can't chase after you, so as long as you know what you're doing, like you can just easily outrun them in basically every situation. But all right, here we go. Alright, we can do. Okay. Try down, precious item ahead. Be wary of detour? Wait, isn't that a... Should I get that now or come back? I mean, if it's a detour, then... Like, the areas are so uninspired. Like, it's just a hallway. Like, in Zelda, you're like... Compare this to, like, the Twilight Princess, entry castle, where you're, like, running on the roof. Like, you have to wait for the wind to blow. You have to fight, like, monsters that come after you. Like, it's so much more intuitive and fun and cool. Like... Smithing Stone. And that's just the first area. So, like, yeah. Like, the castle designs in Zelda and this are, like, just leagues apart. Like, everything is, like, dilapidated and just boring and just... It's the same thing over and over again. Like, how crazy would it be if it were, like, you came to a new area in Elden Ring, and you were greeted by, like, friendly NPCs. Like, oh, yeah, we recovered this castle, and we're doing this, this, and this. Like, help us. Like, how crazy would that be? It would break the game, because, like, the game requires you to, like, be, to feel as if you're on edge all the time. Here it goes. Okay. Like, there's no nuance to it. There's no depth. All right. Where are we going now? Try down? Like, oh, hilarious. So don't tell me I'm supposed to like Super Mario jump it. Link would be able to just glide across, but there's no way. Wait, is this what you're supposed to do? I guess. What is a stone sword key? What do they do? Where are all the enemies? Why are they only up front? No item ahead? No item ahead? Okay. Blobs. Look at that, I'm not even hitting it. What's this guy doing? Well, what trap is there? What's this? But she's a ghost, right? Why does she not have voice acting? That was the trap? How do I let... Can I let her out, or... Yeah, I guess she's fucked. Yeah, I don't understand the ghost thing. They're everywhere. Why do I keep missing? Like, when I stab, like, just connect it. Like, look at how, like, wide open he is. Like, why can you not take advantage of that? Nobody fights like this. Alright, an item? Well, where's the boss? What am I supposed to fight? Like... Twin Blade Talisman. What does that do? Well, I don't have any Twin Blades, so I guess it's useless to me. And everything I find is useless. Like, it's always like, oh, you don't have the stats for that, or it doesn't suit your build, or it's just like, when am I going to find anything good? Okay. Well, where do I go from here? The roof? I guess? Oh, it's like Zelda, only lame. Try jump attack? Where? Where am I supposed to go? Okay. Here we go. Well done. It didn't take a genius to figure that out. Like, okay. Yeah, they had to rip everything out off from Breath of the Wild. They like ripped off the jump and just okay. Let's see here. What is this? Smithing stone. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Well, I survived. Oh, fuck. Damn it. Yeah, how long is it gonna take me to get back to where I was? Like, I felt like it took forever. No, Breath of the Wild introduced the jump button to the franchise, and coincidentally, uh, Elden Ring did the same thing. Dark Souls Elden Ring did the same thing. Oops. Fuck. I thought I was about to die there, but no. It's... Again, like, everything about this game is just ripped off from Breath of the Wild. Like, every aspect of it is just Zelda at home. That's all this is. Oh, fuck, hang on. Yeah, I thought this was like where you had to do the big jump, but... Okay. Okay, it didn't take long at all. This game is very generous with the checkpoints. Nope. Wait, were those my runes? I was wondering what that was, but... I guess they must have been. Oh, well, whatever. I had like 400. So no big deal. Uh, yeah, I already went to Stormvale Castle. Stormvale Castle was more difficult. So I guess this is like an early game area that I just kind of ignored. Uh, Think of these things. Like, doesn't this game have any enemy variety? It's always the same things over and over again. Like, okay. Where are we going from here? Knock that bastard out of the sky. Oh, I see. I thought it was the same one, but no, it was a different enemy. I thought. I mean, they look so similar, you can't even like really tell. Oh no, we'll be taken back to the first checkpoint. No, they're the same thing. Like all they do is just run at you, swing their weapon, you block or dodge, and then you attack back. Like it's way less nuanced than what Zelda does. Like Zelda has like way more dynamic enemy AI. It has way better combat in general. Like yeah, the different like the different quality is staggering is something I've always maintained. But you can't swim. You can't swim though. Can you? Where are we supposed to go? Like, oh, there we go. Is that the boss fight? Let's see what the boss is like. Wait, is this a ripoff of that first boss with the Beastman thing? No. I don't know, man. I'm pretty bored. I uh well, I haven't been leveling up much in general. Well, I mean, I've been building up other stats. Look at that! All you had to do, wow. Whoosh. Oops. Yeah, it's a little bit fast, so we have to get our timing down. Yeah, why do I keep getting hit by ship damage? I don't understand what's going on with that. Yeah, his sword is so long that I'm having problems like counterattacking. Yeah, I can beat it. I mean, the main thing, yeah, is there something wrong with my poise? Do I have to, like, adjust my stats? Is it the shield? Like, I don't know. And something I never learned is, like, how shields work in Souls games. Like, I just use whatever, like, works, but... Like, I look at the stats, and they all look, like, pretty much the same. So it's like... Yeah, the chip damage is driving me nuts. Whoop. Yeah, he's so fast, he runs right into my attack. So. Okay. Oh. I'm stuck again? What is this bullshit? Why do I keep getting stuck on the environment? Can't get over how they ripped off Monster Hunter with the roar thing. That drives me nuts. They not have like a single original idea in their brain, like. How do we make this game a fraction as hard as Monster Hunter? Oh, I don't know. Like have the roar just somehow like drop your guard. That doesn't make any sense. Like when the monster in Monster Hunter is roaring, it just it doesn't really attack you the way it does in this game. All right, but anyway. Okay. And Monster Hunter, like the lowest bitch made like monster in Monster Hunter is like cooler and like more well designed than like the best from Stop Loss. Like I'm not even joking. The difference in quality is insane. Oops. Of course, I'm talking about the Nintendo exclusive Monster Hunters, not World. World is crap. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Is this better than World? I don't think so, but it might be. I haven't played enough of World to really make that call. Maybe I should like just use like more fast-paced attacks. Yeah, I keep using heavy attacks because like I have this idea that it does more damage and it does, but like you can take advantage of the openings easier with quick attacks. It's like yeah, I definitely feel like I have to refine my style. I mean, I'm sure it's just a matter of finding a weapon that suits me. Again, I haven't found shit, so. Okay. Damn it. Just attacking. Yeah, shields aren't that useful. Yeah, I felt the same way. Like, I had a lot more, I have a lot more success with dodging than using the shield, I've noticed. I'm doing it here because the boss is so fast, but, it is, this game isn't hard. Like, I do think you need to understand that. Here it happens. Okay. Yeah, that was definitely a bad run. I got cornered, so. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like in well-designed games, you don't get into situations where you're just like, oh, I clipped against this object, or I got pressed up against the wall. Like, that doesn't matter. Like, you should be playing the game. Honestly, you should be fighting the boss. And, like, you're not fighting the boss in, like, any Souls game. You're fighting, like, the clunky controls and mechanics. Like, this wouldn't even be a boss in, like, Zelda. It'd just be some random thing you fought once and forgot about. Alright, here we go. Just look at that stupid jump. Okay. Look at that. Like, I stab him, but he somehow doesn't flinch. Like, they pick and choose when your attacks flinch. Like, the reason I'm trying to go for a stab is because of the flinching thing, and it just doesn't always work. Okay. Again, this is like why other games why you don't really die in other games, because like when you do something, it always comes out the same way. But in this one, it's like, oh, you got to worry about the. It's just needlessly complicated to the point where like I think a lot of people don't even understand how it works. Uh, okay, and then once you do understand it, it becomes trivial. Fuck. I don't know. It's not. It's not fun. It's not engaging. It's like, why am I even bothering? Okay. That's the real problem, is that you can't hit anything with your heavy attack. It's impossible. The heavy attack doesn't fucking work. Okay. Keep in mind, I'm not even like learning its patterns. All I'm doing is just dodging and taking advantage of his obvious openings. There he goes. Like, it's not a hard fight. Like, it's just you move so slow, and like sometimes you can't do everything you want to do. It's like, stupid. Oh, look at me. I'm just backing up and waiting until I have an opening. There we go. Ah, shit. Yeah, the heal button doesn't come out fast enough. Yeah, it's basically... Like, again, like, I'm playing the game perfectly, right? I'm beating the boss, but then it gets in a cheap shot, and then I have to, like, do it all over again. Again, just the fact that I lose doesn't matter, because, like, I'm getting through the boss just fine. It's not a hard fight. I got stuck in the rock a little bit. Now well. Doopy-doopy-doo. No, I definitely 100% can't beat the game, and I'm not going to enjoy it. That's the thing. Caelin's really boring. Like, I just hate the idea of it. I just hate the location. It just looks ugly. And at least this beach reminds me of, like, Kingdom Hearts, which is kind of cool. But other than that, I really doubt this is ripped off from Kingdom Hearts, by the way. Like, FromSoft don't play good games. They don't know anything about Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is harder than this, by the way. If you don't think that, like, it means you haven't played Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, it's just a matter of getting the boss and, like, into a pattern you're comfortable with. Okay. Yeah, I've got to back off. Oh, by the way, I think, like, I think I've heard somewhere that, like, the game, like, actually reads your inputs. So that kind of, explains things here. You get better at the game, and then, like, the boss just takes advantage of it. Like, you have to play the game in a way where, like, the boss can't win. It's kind of my thing with this. Okay. Yeah, it's as good as beat at this stage. No, I said it was a ripoff of Breath of the Wild's Malice because Gloom came after this. Like, Gloom is an advanced stage of Malice. Malice was in Breath of the Wild, which is what I was thinking So the later bosses get even worse, is what you're saying? Well, Malice is cool and interesting. The Scarlet Rot is not. Okay. Oh, I see. His reach is so long, you should probably just roll towards him. Take advantage of the iframes, and then just spam. Okay, there we go. And you only want distance when you need to heal. Okay. There we go. Look at this. I'm like rolling towards him. Ah, shit. Okay. And the iframes make no sense. Like, they're obviously exploitable, but I just don't know how exactly it works. How to do it. Hmm. When I swing the sword, I should hit the enemy. What is it doing? Like, okay, there we go. And press the attack button. I was blocking that. Yeah, the attack didn't come out. Nope. Okay, I attacked there. Game is just broken, isn't it? Advance. Yeah, flipping against the wall. Yep. Yeah, and I have my shield raised. It doesn't matter how big the sword is if I have the shield raised. It's long. It's not like some big thing that can like just crush the shield. Like it didn't break my guard, is what I'm saying. Uh yeah, now I'm making obvious mistakes. Like there are like actual mistakes I'm making, but they're like very few and far between. Very few. Mostly it's just the clunky game. The clunky, broken, glitchy game. Here we go. Maybe I should try the claw. There's no way that would be better. There's no way. I don't even think I've tried upgrading the claw yet. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of... Yeah, I haven't used the claw very much, so I'm not used to it, but... Oh. Oh. Yeah, I gotta start, like, doing that. And getting caught on the walls. So you want to use light attacks for standard things. But you want to do the heavy, like, counterattack thing when he hits a guard. And there's definitely a timing thing to it. Got him. Oh. He got me. Like, why can't... Okay. 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 Got him. There we go. That was perfect. What? Okay. Keep getting caught in the graves. Hey, look, he made his gravestone ahead of time. That's very considerate of him. Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. Yeah, that's great. How like my attacks keep missing. That's like 90% of the issue is that like I can't hit it. Like, what's the deal? Fuck. There we go. Got him. This isn't fun. It's just stupid. Yep. Got him. What the hell? Wait, I didn't press the button. Where did that come from? Okay. Yeah, so that's confirmation that sometimes your character does something that you didn't command it to do, with via button press. Like, oops. Okay, I wonder what else is going wrong. Okay. Again, like, it's obvious I can beat the boss. Right? Let's make that clear right now. I'm not having fun, right? Like, I'm not challenged. I don't feel this is like something that I need to get better at. It's just a matter of like getting lucky, really. Oh, bitch. Little bitch put me on blacks on MTV. Here we go. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we got this. We got it. I can beat it. Like, that's the thing. I absolutely can beat it. I don't even know if Retro hates this game, I think. Uh, Bastard. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll just bait out the chart attack. Get over here, you. Okay, let's cover the... Got him. Oh, look at that. I had to let him catch his breath. Oh, he's so... Oh, no, this isn't supposed to happen. I'm supposed to beat you because the game is broken. You must be cheating. Okay. Look how pathetic he is when, like, you finally bring it all together and you, Oops, hang on. Okay. Oh, what the hell? Like, yeah, okay. That gravestone was there. He was wide open there, and I couldn't take advantage of it because of the gravestone. Okay. Oop. Get over here. Why was I not dodging? Wait. I pressed the button to dodge. I needed to dodge. Look how easy this fight is. What a joke. Okay, one more to go. Wait a minute. I healed. That one attack, yeah. Okay, so I healed, and he's able to get a shot in and kill me at the last possible second. Yeah. The game deliberately tries to fuck with you. There's no explanation for that. Because I did heal. It wasn't even like one of those like really powerful strikes. Okay. Aw, what a little bitch. He let me backstab him. That was stupid. Okay. Yeah, I was wide open there. Not my best move. How does roaring take away your HP? Like, that should not happen. It's a roar. Like, oh no, I'm so scared of this easy boss. Like, come on, you little bitch. Like, it's a boss. Just kill it. Yeah, I blame Sir Balldolot. Like, he's just not cut out for the adventuring life. Anyway, and it's kind of the point of the character, but here we go. Yeah, what the hell was that? Like, what the hell was that? Oh, great enemy. Yeah, great my ass. That thing was a little bitch. Like, okay, lost great, discovered. Okay, what do I do now? Okay, so was that one of the major bosses? Like, I got an achievement for it, so. Yeah, very minor boss. Yeah, but I got an achievement for it. Like, that's something I was thinking about. Like, do I need to do, like, every single boss in the game to prove that, like, I can beat it? Like, I don't know. Like, do I need to get every single achievement before people will, like, start listening to me when I say the game isn't good? Like, okay. Uh, so what's the point of this beach? Like, what did I accomplish by killing this guy? Like, is there anything here? Like, could this be an Erd tree? I don't care or know. Like, What is an Erdtree? I don't. So what good is like killing this individual gonna do me in the long run? Well, I guess we yeah, we really need to figure out how to unlock the map so we can find some more areas. Okay. Is it a good weapon? I didn't even check. Let's see. Grafted blade, great sword. Yeah, we need more strength. Okay. How much strength do we need for it? 40. Are you serious? Come on. Okay, I guess I won't be able to use it because I'm not going for a strength build, but whatever. Yeah, I want the oh great. Now we're ripping off Berserk. I was just about to say come the fuck on. So look at this. Like this game is so edgy that Guts died like dozens of times. And one time he reincarnated as a giant. Like seems familiar. Gee. The Lord Godfrey. Okay. Whatever, doesn't matter. Wow. Seems familiar indeed. Unbelievable. There's not an original bone in Miyazaki's body. Holy shit. But yeah, I was about to say, I would love to have a Guts build, but... I don't know, man. I feel like that wouldn't be proud to it. I think everybody does that, so it's like... I guess I'm going for more of the Griffith build. Is there a Griffith build? Like, can you get, like, a cool Falcon helmet and, like, just do Griffith things? Yeah, why can't we form our own Band of the Hawk? Why can't we find the friendly NPCs and just be like, yeah, like let's unite and, like, take back the... Why doesn't anybody do that? Like, again, like, Griffith would, like, just completely stomp the world of Dark Souls, because, like, he would be able to unite the, like, all the characters to overthrow, like, the natural order of things, right? He would, fix all the problems. And don't give me that, like, oh, the world of Elden Ring is too dark for that kind of... Bruh, 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 bruh. Griffith can handle it. Believe me, he can. I mean, if you think he can't, you haven't read the manga. Is my honest, genuine opinion of it, of that. But anyway, yeah, there's nothing here. It's just a bunch of empty space. Did I walk by this, really? Oh no, I've been here already. Okay. The map seems like it's a lot smaller than it really is. Yeah, we've never been this way. I mean, Breath of the Wild, like, has so much going on in it. Like, you have all these, like, things you can do, and there's dogs. Like, places to go, NPCs, side quests. Like, what does this game have? Like, really? I don't understand why people are, like, intrigued by this game's lore, because, like, it's really not that interesting. I said this about like Dark Souls as well, but like fundamentally, like not a whole lot happens in the actual plot of Spirits. So all you do is like wander around trying to find like the next thing. I recognize that sword. I better tell Reddit. I know, right? It's out of respect, you weirdo. Yeah, sure. Okay. That's not how NPCs work. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, this isn't a real setting. It's a video game. Griffith would get walled at Fire Giant? No, come on. Their journey? No, his journey, you idiot. Hang on. Oops. Let's see. Well, if Nintendo made this game, nobody would care about it. So I wouldn't have played it, yeah. Like, again, just look at how, like, Tears of the Kingdom was treated. Like, that game came out, it was better than this, and nobody cared. Okay. What the hell are we going? The mines of Moria, I mean, I don't know what the fuck I am. These things again? Like, why are the monster designs so shit in this? Look at this. They can't even, like, defend themselves against me. Like, nothing besides, like, a boss is, like... He didn't really do anything to me at all. Imagine being undead and being forced to work. Seems there's a lot of that in this game, I've noticed. Like, NPCs just doing things like that. Again, I really have nothing but contempt for people who think this game is like a 10 out of 10. It's really not very good. I don't even think, like, you really... Even, like, like, why would you waste your time with something like this? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, look at this. This is like a Skyrim dungeon where, like, you just walk around until you find something. What the hell was that? Wait. Is he clipping through the ceiling? Wait. Hey, look how you can just run through these areas. Weak foe ahead? Oh, come on. I walk right into that one. Like, I can beat it for sure, but I would have liked to have a save thing. Yeah, they weren't kidding. Shit. Hey, wait. Why do I keep missing the stab? No! That 100% connected. No! Fuck you. What a shit game. I think I'm done. Like, that clinches it for me. When I hit an enemy, they should be hit. I'm sorry, it should be hit. Like, when I hit an enemy, it should be hit. I want it to take damage. I don't want to see my blade go through it and then just, like, whiff it. That doesn't make any sense. That's stupid. Like, don't even... Like, that is unacceptable. Like, full stop, just... What the hell was this? Like, what purpose does that serve? It's just... I'll keep in mind I won the fight. I don't think I need to tell you this. It's not me just bitching. Wait, hang on. My weapon's not that short. You're making it sound like it's a butter knife, but it's a sword. Like, just because it's not a great sword. Okay. Are the hook claws good? I don't know, man. I think I can take... Okay.
Always a pleasure.
Alright, Santa, what do you have for me? Wait.
Goodbye.
So what can I make? Like, item crafting. Okay. Rainbow stone, or a raisin, I 100% did not miss that, by the way. Don't even, like, tell me that bullshit. Like, oh, you missed. No. Fuck you. Wait a minute, is that it? That can't be the entire map. Like, how much more can there be? Yeah, we must have missed a lot of locations. But, like, yeah. A lot smaller than I would have thought. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to, like, figure... How do you expand the map? Like, how do you see the thing? You know, where am I supposed to go for the map fragments? I don't know exactly what I'm looking for. Like, I got the first one by accident, it feels like. But why would I fight some rando? I just don't... pillar next to the well? Where's the well? Is that the well? No. Glowy brown thing? Oh, this thing. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's get that figured out. Okay, so we have map fragments. Stupid bear. I hate those bears. They're just... Is there any bear lore I need to know? Okay, Limgrave East. Okay, excellent. Yeah, we can remove those. What about the one in Khalid? Here we go. Oh, can you guys come out this way? Wait, how are you supposed to go back? Celia, Town of Sorcery. What the fuck is this? Wait. Okay, I found a town, but what the fuck is here? I mean, there's nothing here. What the hell is that? Oh, you can actually hit ghosts in this game? You don't have to bother with, like, that stupid curse shit? Like, okay. I hated that shit in Dark Souls when you had to, like, be cursed to get through New Londo. That was, like, such a nightmare. Actually, I think you can just run through it, can't you? Oops. Do this guy. Okay. Well, what are these barriers that are put up? Like, oh, come on, he hurt me? Bastard. Stop by this shack by the southern gate. Okay. How much more? Yeah, we're almost up to the next level. Excellent. Well, did I say Celia was a ripoff of Zelda? No, I didn't. Why is everyone digging in the ground? Like, what the fuck is this stupid bullshit? Oops. Damn it. I don't know, man. I think I'm done. Like, well, I don't know. Maybe I'm just burned out, but I don't know. know, man. This isn't fun. It's really not. Ah, shit. The hell are we? The Scarlet Rot is so dangerous. Why am I not getting hurt by it? Oh, the swamp. Yeah. The hell? Wait, what? The hell is this? Wait, is Torrent not affected by the Scarlet Rot? Oops. Fuck, I'm getting baited. No idea where to go. What the fuck? I'm fighting like the stupid thing instead of the... Yeah, I couldn't even focus on the invader because, like, uh, yeah, I think I'm done. I'm bored. Yeah, what a not very good video game. It's just the environments aren't good. Filtered? No. Like, what did I get filtered by? Let's see. All right, I guess. Wow, 59.7% of players have this achievement. Wow. So yeah, 40% of players didn't get as far as I just did today. Wow. Like again, like I can beat the game. I've demonstrated that over and over again. It's just it's not enjoyable. It's not fun or interesting or let's see. I guess we can play a real game like what do we have on Steam? Let's see. Fallout, Double Maker. Yeah, I think next week we'll go ahead and buy something new. Yep, let's uninstall it. Uninstalled. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I think we'll switch to a Nintendo game. Oh, a Plague Tale. I guess we can do a Plague Tale real quick. I want to get through that for sure. You know, a good game. Like, but yeah, Elden Ring is not good. I mean, I've been saying this since before I even played it, but okay. Okay.
At last. All right, come on.
Here, and one last thing. Laurentius told me once that there are roses scattered along the path to the book, so keep your eyes open.
Roses. All right, we will.
We need roses. I completely forgot. Okay. Oh, whatever. Complete chapter 8. That was a short chapter. Wow. I really could have cleared it. Wow. I really stopped right before chapter 9 started. How many chapters are there? 16? Something like that. I guess that was a breather chapter.
The first rule of survival is hidden between the legs. Wouldn't
Ah,
that help me
Melly.
quicker? You're way too soft. Shh, there are the town ramparts. What's that crowd on the bridge? It's the townsfolk. They're being evacuated. Let me guess.
I don't know if
The
leaving
bite's here.
Hugo behind was the best idea.
And where there's the bite, you'll also find the Inquisition. Aren't you the smart one?
How is everyone else surviving? Like,
Did you know him? A thief. I used to work with him. He was gifted. So that's the punishment for stealing. Death. I don't want to find Arthur with that kind of collar. Come on. Let's go.
I'm surprised she even like came with us. I would have thought.
All right. So, where will I find the university? It's the big building at the other end. You can't miss it. Do you think we'll see each other again? I hope so. You owe me. Shit. That means you're not allowed to die.
I'm surprised Melly is like
I'll do
going
my
along with
best.
this shit. Like, I would be pissed if like my brother
going.
got like kidnapped. Just okay. Like he's gonna die. Like
You too.
The city folk. They know they'll die if they stay here, but you think they'll leave of their own accord? Come on, get a move on. We have to get the last ones out.
Don't worry, we're almost done. The city's ours. We're going to be able to speed up operations.
Those bastards. What are they doing?
okay. Do should do.
Wow. Over there. That must be the university. All that light. I don't like this. Right.
What do you mean when to say that there's not like things out to kill you around every corner? All right, here we go.
Hey, you in there? This is
Here we
your
go.
last
Oops.
warning before we drag you out on your arse.
All right, sir. We were just getting our stuff together. Elsa,
Her name's Elsa. Oops, oh shit.
What? Let's check it out.
Yeah, intruders.
No, there's no one here, buddy.
Stay alert. Keep looking, we'll find them.
With them, because they assume there's more than one. All right.
There, get them.
What?
Home the end.
Okay. It's supposed to be like one of the very few times in the game where you're by yourself. Okay.
Right. It's a way off. But you can do this. Here we go.
I do like games, but like I don't like Elden Ring because it's not a good one. I don't understand what's so difficult to understand about this. Like, I put plenty of time into it. Like, I can tell you that the game just isn't good.
Bloody bourgeois.
Careful.
Last call! By order of the Grand Inquisitor Vitali, martial law is enforced, and the city under the control of the Inquisition.
Oh, wow.
Any people who choose to remain will be arrested and executed.
Martial law. Unbelievable. Why now?
What do you think? The rats, maybe? Oh, look at that. They're here.
How's that even possible?
The torch. It's supposed to be lit. Yeah, I guess the rats aren't a big threat as long as you have a light on.
It was nothing.
It was nothing, but the fire came on. Whatever. Video game logic.
What was that?
Oops, shit, yeah.
Hey! You're going nowhere!
Oh! Oh no! Poor Amicia. Okay. You know, I die a lot in this game too, but it's not hard, like, at all.
That noise. Better go see what it was.
No one likes Elden Ring.
Nothing.
Yeah, it really does feel that way, doesn't it? Like, it feels like the whole Elden Ring hype thing was just out of, like, desperation, you know? Like, the game isn't interesting or special. Like, I didn't like Dark Souls to begin with, but it's better than Elden Ring was. And I think most people who have played it would agree with me on that. Oops. What the hell? Like, what? Why are they coming after and killing me? Like, they don't know who I am, right? Ugh, whatever. I mean, it wouldn't happen, right? Like, FromSoft just doesn't have the capacity to make a Zelda game. They're just not good enough. Is the reality of it? Like, there's really not a single thing that like FromSoft does better than Zelda. Honestly, should I use the armor thing?
Nothing to report.
I do. I think rats are like spread out a bit more haphazardly in this part of the game, which makes sense. But like, you don't have a lot of resources. I don't know. It's just, yeah, I gotta produce more Lumiosa for sure. I'm really curious how much better, like, why are the rats not here? I don't.
Will you just bugger off and leave me in peace? Get out!
You go and see if you can nick stuff with all these rats around your feet.
You want to keep it down a bit? You know what Lord Nicholas does to loot us.
The scarlet monkeys.
What's that?
What's that? It's
Intruder! Head down!
intruder. How am I? Anyway. No, I don't think FromSlot makes good games.
Will you just bugger off and leave me in peace? Get out!
You go and see if you can nick stuff with all these rats around your feet.
You want to keep it down a bit? You know what Lord Nicholas does to loot us.
The scarlet.
What was that? All right. That noise. I think it came from over there.
Wait, what the hell? Come on. Okay.
What was that noise? Nothing to report. What? You there!
Oh, come on. Okay, I needed to, like, move the light around. There's probably an easier way to do it. Can't
What
see anything
the
else
hell
we
was
can do.
that?
I mean, the light is right there. I'm kind of okay. Yeah, I guess as the game gets less scripted. Okay.
Sunrise, genius!
You've seen your last sunrise? Ugh. Wow. I don't understand why these guys hate this little girl so much. Alright, here you go.
What was that?
Yeah, it's when you move away from the. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to, like, just follow that guy when he leaves.
What? Nothing. I need to calm down.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably just a rat. Why don't they assume it was a rat? Like, I don't. Guess we throw it again.
That's not right. I'm going to.
No, the rats seem to pick and choose, like, where they show up.
Am I going crazy?
It's the last call. I told you we wouldn't have time.
of that things.
You saw what they do to people. We have to leave if the Inquisition takes us. Shit! Rats! Leave it there! Come back later!
If you have a light, you're good. Gotta take some more luminosa, ignifer. Okay.
I don't know where I am, but at least I'm still alive.
The chicken has survived?
What's going on?
How was a fucking chicken survived in this environment?
He was your husband. It's all over for him now, so get lost.
Not by myself. I can't leave without him.
Shut up! You heard of martial law? Wanna die before he does?
Oh my goodness.
I'm contagious. Get out of here.
Listen to him. Fuck off now!
Oh, Lord, Lord.
I'm tired of your bullshit. I didn't sign up for this.
Oh, God.
Probably wasn't the best.
I need to keep those rats busy.
What rats? Yeah, I screwed that up. Can I read the checklist? You kind of, you gotta be careful with your Lumiosa usage.
Sorry.
Hey, where's the hanged man?
Oh no.
Oh, that was the noise. Those fucking rats are there already to eat him. Well, that's the
When will it stop?
around here.
Yeah, okay. These rats bog Radon. Yeah, I would say so, for sure. I don't know. I've seen like gameplay of Radon, like you know the end of the DLC boss. I've seen people like KO him in like 33 seconds. It's crazy. Like again, I don't understand what is supposed to make the character like really interesting. Like I don't.
When will it stop?
Wait, the rats just conveniently. What the hell is this? Oh, so I didn't need to hit it. My bad.
They've all been executed.
They killed like a bunch of people. Okay.
Enough. Without discipline, we are no better than them rats. Without us, all be chaos.
Ooh.
Too many rats under there. I can't get through without distracting them.
I have a Ludiosa, but Ooh. Is there no?
Locked.
I just used the.
Maybe I could get one of those hanged bodies down.
There we go.
Right. Stay calm. Think of Hugo. This is all for him.
I missed.
You're the ones behind this mess again, aren't you?
Who's what now? Wait. Oh, something on that hole. Okay.
What? Well,
It seems like a bad idea, but okay, what do we got? Left or right?
I must stay true to my faith. I must stay true to my faith. Remember the scriptures. I look.
Ah!
Sound.
Okay.
Nothing. Nothing here.
Oh, have you not been seeing me play this? Yeah, like the rats, stay away from the light, yeah. Where do I go from here?
Something going on again. Go have a look.
Trouble. Yeah, so this is like legit one of the better Western games I've played in a long time. I like how creative it is, the tone, and yeah, it's really well produced in general. It's basically what like The Last of Us is hyped up to be. Is my honest, genuine opinion on this. All right.
university. See? Keep going. The cemetery.
Aw, she's a college girl.
I really don't want to.
No,
go through
Amicia, no, you'll turn into one of them.
Locked. If only Melly was here. Come on, there has to be it. The Inquisition must have put it here. Looks like it pivots. Clever. The Grand Inquisitor doesn't do things by halves.
Come on, mate. You need a few coins at least.
No!
Must have something worthwhile. Everyone's got a bit of treasure.
Come on, Amicia. Do something. Come on.
Hey, what the?
That will teach you.
She just killed him for no reason. She's brutal. She doesn't fuck around. Like, Ellie, like, let, Abby get away at the end of the Last of Us Part 2, but, like, Amicia would have murdered her. Like, yeah, Amicia's, like, an absolute chatette. There we go. Okay,
Let's get out of here.
I really wonder how the sequel improves on this. I hope it's, like, a lot more intricate. Like, I definitely like this game for what it is, but you definitely do feel, like, the limitations.
The
sometimes.
Episanguis. Ah, let's see. Perfect.
If I may be so bold,
He's like something out of a Resident
I know
Evil
it
4
comes
game.
from those rats, but what's it for?
They call this odorous.
Whoa.
Oh. That is just one of the effects of the Episanguis, when we mix it with sulfur. But that's not what
I
we
love
are
how they tell you
interested in.
what these things are supposed to be made of.
So why don't we let our units use it, eh? It could...
It is too precious. Each Episanguis crystal must be kept for our project. Particularly as, in this form, it has been the source of some, how should I say, regrettable accidents. Deliver it to the Bastion. That is enough for today.
Regrettable accidents.
Imagine you spill some on your feet. You'd have to do your patrol on your ass.
Okay.
Episanguis? What's that? I need to see this.
Alright.
They're gone. Come on, it's just a cemetery.
So are we gonna finally start learning more about the rats? It feels like we still don't know shit about the plot. No, I just don't like it. Oh, it has a light bulb in it. Okay. I have one of these? I have never replaced this thing in my life. What's the bulb with it? Let's see. Yeah, I thought I had some lying around, but yeah, I'll take all of what I want. It might not have been the correct quantity. I've never had to do that before, but okay. Anyway, okay. Where'd my phone go? Over here. Where did it go? Shit, I lost my phone. Okay. Now I like difficult games. Like, from slot games are just not difficult. That's the long and short of it. Okay, I don't know. I think I'm ready to play something else. Yeah, what are we gonna play next week? I am not buying anything new on Steam this week because I've spent way too much money on like clothes and stuff.
Oh, wow.
$120 on like just the stuff I wanted.
Right.
Actually, more than that. Wait.
We have to crush them up together.
So she can just, like, learn how to make odorous out of nothing.
Lucas, this one's for you.
So she could just hear someone describe how it's made, and she can just do... This bitch is insane! Like...
It's working. This will save my life. I need to find more. Remember, the effect doesn't last long.
She's such a savant. Okay. Yeah, Misia's like some kind of alchemy, like, savant. Like, she puts Nicholas Flamel to shame. Like...
More bodies.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to play something else. Not that I don't like this game, but, like, man, it wears me out to play it. Should I just throw Odorous over here?
It's locked. Over there. It looks like the exit. Come on. It's not that...
Yep, screwed that up. Yeah, I think we're ready to switch to our real console. I don't know, like, what... Is there anything else in Steam I want to play? Okay.
Over there. It looks like the exit. Come on. It's not that far.
Oh, wait. It really wants me to use Odorous, huh? I don't understand how this is, like, better than what I was already using. I mean, I guess you can now, you now have the ability to just sick rats on people, but...
I need to find something to hoist myself up. If I can get it down there, I could climb on it.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to play something else. What are we gonna play? A cart. Well, I'm right there! Ah! Yeah, this game is too... Okay, yeah, we'll get through it eventually, but... Monster Hunter World, Halo, yeah. Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, what are we gonna play next after... Tales of Arise? Yeah, we gotta get through that too, for sure. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 5 is on sale right now for $15. Plague Tale Requiem. Defense Force 6. Yeah, I think I might get Kingdom Hearts. I really want to play that. I'm sure Black Myth Wukong is going to be shit. Like, why do I even have that on my list? Earth Defense Force 6, Armor Core 6, Hi-Fi Rush, Howl. Yeah, we'll just play games as we Yeah, I did not enjoy Elden Ring, for sure. I wasn't expecting to, but... Okay, PC gaming stream. Here's the Kingdom tells you exactly where to go. No, it doesn't. Like, what are you talking about? Like, exactly where to go? Spoken like someone who's never played it. Okay. Yeah, Nintendo World Championships. Yeah, I was kind of surprised. I thought this game would be like a disappointing release, but it's actually pretty solid. Oh, hang on. Oops, it didn't connect properly. Let's see if we. Oh, did I not plug it in? Oh, I might not have plugged it in correctly. Wait, no, it's plugged in. Oh, fuck, like an idiot. Yeah, I didn't plug it in. Yeah, I plugged it in. Wait. The Switch thing. Yeah, I forgot I was watching like on my Fire Sticks. All right. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I was kind of surprised. I was not expecting this to be good, but it's been great so far. Let's see, World Championships. So basically, I don't know. My thing about this game, I'm kind of surprised it's a $30 release because it feels more like this is like an F-Zero 99 or that kind of thing. Survival mode. Okay. So yeah, you get to compete in speedruns. It's really cool to see. So like these challenges are easy, but the difficulty comes from having to compete with like all these people. Like the slightest mistake will screw you up. Oops. Shit, see? Yeah, I don't know. I would have thought I really do think this was originally intended to be like a Nintendo Switch Online thing. It really feels like that kind of project. And that's not a bad thing. I think I like this more than Star 99 actually, but yeah, just barely made it. Okay. Oh, you can see what you're pressing. That's cool. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it does have a proper speedrun mode. Got it. Yeah, I don't know. I think they could have done a lot more with this game, but I think it's fun for what it is, honestly. Like, I don't know. Like, I think NES Remix had, like... Yeah, they seem unwilling to, like, really do, like, crazy things with these games. And it's kind of a shame. Oh, Ridley Riddens. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of surprised I don't see more people, like, complaining about this game, to be honest with you. Like, I would... Like, if it wasn't for Emio, I think this would have been, like, the controversial announcement of the month, but no. Like, it's weird. Like, the Emio thing is just bizarre. I'll be seething about that forever. I really resent how people acted about that. Like, honestly, like, I wish I was available, because if I had been watching those videos, like, if I had been available, I think I might have, like, been able to predict that, like, the backlash towards it. Because, like, apparently RGT did say that he would be disappointed with the Famicom Detective Club release. And there's no reason for it either. That's the thing that gets me about, that's the thing that gets me about this, is that, like, what exactly are they so upset about? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Is it better than Elden Ring? I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, like I said, it's like one of those Nintendo Switch Online things. I don't know. Comparing this to a full-price release is kind of steep. I don't know. I think this has problems for sure. Like, I enjoy it, but... But yeah, I think this could have been a lot better for sure. If anything, this might be one of the more disappointing games of the year, but... Yet, like, I don't understand why people were so vehemently against... Like, it really is like the anime thing, isn't it? Where they're just like, oh, I don't want anything anime looking. It doesn't even look like stereotypically anime. It looks like very, I don't want to say Miyazaki-ish, but it doesn't look like stereotypical anime shit. Like, it's so weird how they act in regards to that. Whoops. Okay. I've commented on this before, but... But, like, the weird, like, obsession people have with, like, hating certain genres and, like, certain aesthetics is weird. Like, the anime thing, like, the anime and the JRPG thing. Like, this is, like, the Nintendo JRPG thing all over again. Like, it's that kind of thing. Wait, what am I supposed to do? Oh, recover full strength. Okay. How was I supposed to do that better? Like, some of these challenges are weird. I don't know. I'm really curious if they were planning on updating this with more content. Like, they let you choose, like, throughout the entire, like, NES and Famicom library, like, what your favorite game is. Yeah, they don't let you make mistakes either. Like, you can't go certain ways, or, like... I don't know. I don't know, this might be a cool, like, entry-level, like, thing to get younger people into speedrunning, but... I don't know, it's definitely one of those games where it's just, like... I'm sure this has, like... I'm sure this has, like, an audience for it, but it's just, like... It doesn't appeal to, like, hardcore, Nintendo fans. It doesn't appeal to, like, appeal to speedrunners. Maybe people who want to compete online, but... Yeah, I mean, the thing that they always emphasize in all their videos is that, like, they wanted something realistic and a horror game, is what they said. Like, that's the two things. Like, they wanted, like, a mature game for mature gamers. Not that, like, Famicom Detective Club isn't mature, but, like, they see the anime aesthetic and just cringe. Like, I watched RGT's video, like, expressing his disappointment, and I was just baffled by it. Like, I don't know if... I'll give Arlo credit that, like, I don't think he did that. But, like, yeah, like, I've seen a lot of people do it. Like, Dr. Trey did it. Like, Dr. Trey straight up, like, compared this to, Cranky Kong being unveiled at, like, the VGX. And that's actually a really good comparison because, like, it's people getting upset at, like, it's a nothing burger. Like, what are you upset about? Like, you got excited over something that, like, didn't exist to begin with. And, like, it's weird for sure. I don't know, man. I definitely have a weird, like, just massive hate boner for this kind of thing. And, like, the good news is, though, and I do think this is, like, observably true. Like, the backlash towards this kind of behavior is, like, a real thing. Like, when, the Cranky Kong thing was, like, mainstream, it felt like. Oops, what? The Cranky Kong hate was, like, 100%, like, mainstream, right? Like, it was, like, the thing that people brought up, like, February 2014. Like, just, like, how dare Nintendo do this to us? Like, nobody cares about Cranky Kong. Like, never mind that Cranky Kong is, like, a beloved, popular character. Cranky Kong is so popular, he's in the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Like, get over yourself. Like... It was, I'm so used to playing Super Mario Advance that playing this is just bizarre to me. Yeah, I'll throw you guys a bone. I'll say, like, Elden Ring's better than this. Like, because it has more content, right? But this is a budget release from, like, a company. I don't know. They definitely could have done better, I think. Like, where's the Super Nintendo one? Like, we're long overdue. Like, where's Super Nintendo remakes? Like, that I think that's what we needed more than this. Like, give us, like, Super Nintendo remakes. Like, give us Kirby and, like, A Link to the Past or some crazy shit like that. Like, I don't necessarily want, like... Nintendo does make new IPs. Like, this technically is a new IP. Let's see. Yeah, the multiplayer is where the real focus is. And it's good, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I definitely do feel a little bit of disappointment from it. Like, I think it could have been a lot more, for sure. Okay, let's do some Gradius 3. Let's play some real games. I guess, yeah, let's do that. Let's watch some, while we're trying to beat the first level in Gradius 3, which doesn't feel impossible at this point, let's watch some MEO videos. Let's see what, like, people are saying about this fucking thing. Let's see. Yeah, who was based about this? Yeah, Nintendo reveals MEO, and I'm disappointed. We finally know who MEO is. I don't want to watch Game Explain, but... this is MEO, good vibes. The new Nintendo horror game. Why is everybody, like, labeling it a horror game? Like, you had no idea what it was. Okay,
So yeah. Sometimes I think back in life and I'm like, why am I the way that I am? You know, why am I kind of negative sometimes? Why does it seem like I have trust issues like all the time?
trust issues.
Is a perfect textbook case example of why I have trust issues. Why I try not to get excited for things. It always disappoints me.
in the end. Today, we learned about Emio the Smiling
How-
Man. Remember
how-
Nintendo's cryptic sort of little reveal that they did, and everyone got, excited for it. I was one that got excited for it, and I shouldn't have.
Destroy them all.
Shouldn't
Why?
have, because we learned about it today, and oh boy, was it exactly what I did not want. Now, I do want to mention, we did hit 500,000 subscribers.
So, like, he didn't want this. Like, why? What is so terrible about Famicom Detective Club? Like, what is so bad about Nintendo producing something like this? Like, what is the why is this such a big deal?
Beat up.
Like, fuck. Okay.
Subscribers, which is absolutely insane. So thank you guys so much for that. I'll do a little speech for that at the end of this video to end the video on a positive note. We're talking about Emio the Smiling Man, because the Smiling Man has been revealed, and it was exactly what I said I did not want it to be. I said I did not want it to be a Famicom Detective Club game. I said it in
Did
one
he
of my
really
videos.
say that?
Celia.
I want to see that. Like, if that's actually what he said. Let's see. Charles. A major scandal has just. Nintendo's shocking new game is way darker than you thought. Okay, we gotta watch all of these because.
All right, so today we're going to be. So when you tend to think about horror games or spooky things in general, Nintendo probably isn't a company that's very high on your list or on your list at all. Now, yes, they have dabbled in some spooky stuff. Luigi's Mansion, of course. There's ghosts, there's spirits. Those are spooky things and what they sort of are
I
kind of
hate RGP with a passion. What a retard.
and stuff like that. So, okay. Obviously, Nintendo has done stuff with Fatal Frame as well. They own a couple of the Fatal Frame games. But when it comes to actually making a horror game, Nintendo's not really doing that. But is that changing? Because Nintendo scared the hell out of people today. Earlier today, a trailer went up on the Nintendo YouTube channel, and everyone is kind of scratching their heads about what this is. Some connections were potentially made. It's now being revealed that those connections are incorrect. So we're going to try to figure out what the hell this is and maybe what it could potentially be, because we really have not much to go on at all right now. So here's the trailer in question. This went up on Nintendo's YouTube account about 8 hours ago. Emio. Emio? We'll say Emio. I feel like that is the proper pronunciation of it. And this is a 15-second trailer, so not a whole lot to go on here, but let's take a look at it together. Starts out with the Switch logo, and this is kind of unsettling. Obviously this is looking at Japanese horror. If you ever have watched Japanese horror or played Japanese horror games,
It was leaning towards the mystery, right? Who is Emio, right? There's horror elements to it, but there's also the mystery element to it. I don't know why everybody got so hung up on the horror aspect and not the obvious, but okay.
Definitely sort of falls onto those principles and ideas, at least in my opinion. When you look at the trench coat or whatever, to me, this screams Japanese businessman. And, the bag over the head is creepy. If you listen to the audio, you can hear some weird, almost radio static going on. You have this creepy individual who people are assuming is Emio. I like Emio. We're going with Emio. You can see here the tag is, who is Emio? And that's really all you got to go on. So watching this little snippet here, we see, a hand. We see his hand. We see a little bloom effect there as well. Just some unsettling stuff. You see a hand. No wedding ring. Emio is a bachelor. So I can relate to that. A generally creepy vibe. And then we get some kanji here. I believe it's called kanji. I don't know. Okay. This is where I based WWF No Mercy. If you wanted to have a t-shirt that had lettering on it, it was called the kanji shirt. And it had 3 Japanese symbols on it. And that was kind of like the NWO. It looked kind of like the NWO, so that was used. And this actually says, who is Emio? So that's it. This is all we have to go on with this. Some weird dude in a trench coat, and people are losing their minds over this. Now, initially, this was actually tied into a company that, well, I'll just go ahead and say a Bloober team. You know, people who did the Blair Witch Project. They did that Medium game as well. Allegedly,
Nope,
they
in-house
were
at
gonna be doing
Nintendo.
this for Nintendo. People got very concerned. Obviously, they're working on Silent Hill 2. The jury is still out with that. There were some forum posts, but it does seem like
Nobody's
although
excited
they
for
are
Silent Hill.
working
Nobody.
on something for the Switch.
Nobody's excited for Silent Hill 2. Nobody.
The Blair Witch game did indeed come to the Nintendo Switch. And, you know, it wasn't the worst thing in the world. It's just, you know, not a great horror game, but it's solid enough. I would just like to see them, like, get something in their lineup that's, like, a definitive game. And I feel like Silent Hill 2 could potentially be that for them.
Shit, what the fuck?
Let's not get too crazy with the modern audiences thing, though. I'm watching you on that. But it has been revealed that this is not that project that they are working on for the Switch family of systems. People are running with that as well. And saying Switch family for a very long time.
Destroy
now. The
them
Lite,
all.
the
Like
OLED,
who?
the standard, whatever. So now we're back to kind of square one with this. And when you look at
Nobody
Nintendo's
said-
history, obviously horror stuff isn't really high on their pedigree, if they're at all. So you got to kind of look at Japanese horror games, I think. You know, you got to look at games like Fatal Frame that we talked about a little bit before. You have to look at things like, you know, Siren. And, you know, even crappy ones. You know, there were some crappy ones on the Wii. Remember The Calling on the Wii? I love horror games, so I play a lot of these. But usually Japanese horror games are very different than Western horror games. They have different motifs. They have different sorts of stories that they try to tell. And they don't necessarily rely on things like gore as much as Western games. Western games definitely have, you know, a large smattering and splattering of blood and guts and stuff like that. So what is this game going to be? This trailer, to me, really sort of says psychological horror. The audio in it, the individual in the trench coat, the smile on the brown paper bag, the weird cut-ups, you know, the close-up shots, the strange audio, the kind of, you know, jerky motion. That definitely leads me to be psychological horror. But really, I think this is freaking brilliant by Nintendo. When was the last time Nintendo did something weird? And, like, I'm not even necessarily talking about scary. I'm just
It was a
talking
good
about
move, but like not for the
weird,
reason he does
as
it.
in, like, something that wasn't a traditional rollout of a game, or rollout of a character, or rollout of anything. You know, usually it's very cut and dry, like, oh, here's the new trailer for this game, surprise, and like, that works, that's fine. But surprises are a great thing in life, and I can't remember when the last time Nintendo did something so cryptic. You know, this reminds me, you know, back in the day, like, You Are Not Red E sort of stuff that Sony had. And people were like, what does that mean? Enos lives and stuff like that. Like, marketing can be a very powerful tool because you could tell a story and you can create hype and buzz based on a 15-second trailer. But with this 15-second trailer, you have so many questions. You get little clues here and there. You can kind of formulate an idea, but you're still wondering. Like the hashtag says, who is Emio? What is Emio? What is this game? Is it a game? Is it a character? Is it the new president of Nintendo? Is it the Switch 2? I'm surprised somebody hasn't tried to connect that to the Switch 2. Oh, well, Emio is actually the Switch 2. I'm gonna have to guess that it is a Japanese style horror game that Nintendo is probably working with someone on. Like, I don't know, you know, maybe they will surprise us. Obviously, there is a younger generation of people working at Nintendo, but I'm excited for this, man. I think it's really cool. It's creepy, and it goes against the normal Nintendo grain. And, like, that's something that I feel like, you know, you got the kids, and you got the families already. Let's try to do some stuff. It doesn't have to be all the time, but once in a while, that kind of caters to a different audience, you know, an audience that is a bit older, an audience that's been following you since they were kids. Because there's still a lot of people there. Just look around YouTube and some of the old men such as myself that occasionally talk about Nintendo because, as you are all well aware, I'm not a Nintendo YouTuber. Let me know in the comment section down below. Who is MEO? Maybe I'm MEO. And as always, guys, thank you for watching.
I'm not the only one that made that joke.
So Nintendo right now is in a very interesting position because it seems like they have started what I believe to be a marketing master class. We, of course, were introduced to something that shocked people, stunned people, honestly creeped people out with the Who is MEO trailer a few days ago on the official Nintendo YouTube channel. And this was something, you know, completely out of left field, something that a lot of people weren't expecting, and something that generally made people feel uneasy. And that's a good thing. It's good to feel a wide variety of emotions because you're not a robot. You shouldn't always be happy. There should be moments of fear, moments of being scared, moments of self-doubt and stuff. It's natural in life. But with this Who is MEO trailer, Nintendo's squeaky clean image that, we'll talk about it in a little bit, seems to be ruffled at its feathers. Something brand new from Nintendo that appears to be a Japanese-style horror game. Now, we'll talk a little bit about what we talked about in my previous video, but there's been lots of updates that have been discovered as well, based on a trailer rating that was done in Australia that kind of give us a deeper glimpse into what MEO is going to be about, or maybe who MEO is, that shows that this game, it's way darker than you thought it was going to be. And I'm very excited for that because I love some good old horror stuff. So if this is your first time on the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Without any further ado, let's briefly go over the Who is MEO trailer. This popped up on Nintendo's YouTube account. Very unsettling, some weird, creepy, static noise in the background. Kind of sounds like a music box or somebody on a telephone. We have this individual standing here in this trench coat with a mask over his face, a paper bag that's done up with a smile. To me, this kind of screams like a Japanese businessman. If you've ever, you know, played any Japanese horror games, like this seems to be hitting a lot of those tropes, which, you know, kind of makes sense because we're under the impression that this is a first-party Nintendo game. And when you think about darker first-party Nintendo games, you know, there's been some. Eternal Darkness was a second-party game. That's why I don't really talk about it. Geist, same sort of thing. Luigi's Mansion, I mean, there's Monster, you know, the ghosts and stuff like that. Spirits. Of course, spirits are of dead people or dead entities within this world. I'm not going to go to Chris Moore's Ghost Hunter or Ghost Doctor on you. Wow, that's a rabbit hole in and of itself. Make sure you check out Chris Moore's Ghost Doctor series because that's some wild stuff. But I really like the whole vibe of this. And when you think about Nintendo and horror games and just games with darker themes in general, we can always go back
Chris
to Howard
Wars has
Lincoln
become
and
relevant
him
again.
For giving Nintendo
He's been doing
that
the ghost
key
shit for
image.
years.
Howard Lincoln was, of course, president of Nintendo of America during the whole Mortal Kombat Night Trap situation, took to Congress, talked down these games, acted like they were a lesser form of video game entertainment, and honestly pissed a lot of people off. When you look at like Mortal Kombat, the original game on the Super Nintendo, getting rid of the fatalities, or some of them at least, making the blood now sweat, like it ruined that game. And I think Nintendo learned that lesson because, of course, you had Mortal Kombat 2 come out fully uncensored on the Super Nintendo, and it was arguably the better version over the Sega Genesis version.
It was.
However, the 32X version is supreme. So really, that one little
nobody played the 32X version.
That one little incident with Howard Lincoln going in front of Congress and talking down games with violence or games with adult themes, that kind of gave Nintendo a negative stigma of a kiddie company that still holds up to this day. When you look at the N64, there were tons of mature, dark games on that system, even ones that were some of the most popular games on there, yet that stigma is still around. And it's kind of because Nintendo usually, when it comes to first-party titles, they do lean into the more positive things. But we have some new information on the MEO trailer that came actually from the Australian ratings board, because it seems like they have to rate things when it's in a trailer and actually break it down. And bro, this is some dark stuff, bro. So as you can see here at the bottom of the screen, this is the MEO trailer that is on Nintendo of Australia's official YouTube account. And within it, we actually have some of the things, the themes, and things that are going to be in the game that are spilled out here. Because I feel like this game we're calling it a game. I assume it's going to be a game. I think this comes out this year. I think this has a quick turnaround time as far as announcement to release, because it really hasn't officially been announced yet. Like, I'm sure the game isn't going to be called Emio. It's just what we have to go on right now. But when you look at these ratings, we see that there is strong themes, violence, and self-ending references. Like, YouTube is such a stupid platform. Like, you can't say things like that without it, like, triggering stuff. And then you notice that it goes into deeper stuff, kind of explaining it more. Violence, cruelty, domestic abuse, and self-ending themes. In a Nintendo game? Let's freaking go, dude. Like, obviously, domestic abuse and self-ending and cruelty, those aren't necessarily, like, good things. But sometimes they are important to tell a story because they are realistic things. They are things that happen within the real world, things that people struggle with, things that people have to, go through life and do things with, whether it's a part of them or a part of someone that they are connected to. So I think going like this darker route is good. Like, I want this game to be messed up. Like, Japanese horror is a very beautiful thing. Obviously, we've gotten some Japanese horror stuff, like I mentioned in my previous video. Games like Siren, that really touch on a lot of dark things. It's a really good franchise. If you've never played Siren, like, check it out. Like, I really like the PS3 one because they kind of, fixed up the graphics a bit and they made it, like, episodic. It's a really good playthrough if you're a fan of horror stuff. But, like, we got introduced to it with, like, The Ring. The Ring was very popular during the late 90s, I think it was early 2000s. But, like, a Japanese horror is very different than Western horror most of the time because it relies more so on mental things and psychological things instead of just, like, over-the-top gore and violence and, like, your Jason Voorhees or your Michael Myers, where you have, like, a central figure, that's just based on violence. Like, this, to me, just sounds cool. Like, I know it's messed up to say, but this sounds cool as a fan of horror stuff. Like, I just hope Nintendo can keep this going. Keep this momentum going with this. Start dropping little teasers about stuff. Like, I don't want them to wait until September to do something else. Like, you have the internet buzzing right now with this, with such little information that people are trying to dig up any sort of little thing. It's essentially like a free scavenger hunt, but more importantly, it's essentially free marketing for something that we don't know a single thing about. I hope it has a budget. I hope it has a budget. It seems like this is a first-party Nintendo thing. If you watch Kit and Krista's short on it, which has Kit just talking about it, it flashes a Nintendo
first of
screen
all,
at
there's
the
your
end
mistake is watching Kit and Krista. Why would you ever pay
of the
attention to those
trailer,
guys?
which more than likely signifies that this is being developed by Nintendo themselves, not a third-party thing. That was information given to us from Kit himself. Yes, I watch Kit and Krista. They like me. They think I'm funny. It's a weird world out there. Shout outs to Kit and Krista, good friends of the channel. But I'm excited for this, dog. Like, I am excited. Any sort of little morsel of information, I will be making a video.
The worst day we ever had at Nintendo. God, I hate this. I mean, I hated them even when they were on, like, doing the Nintendo Minute thing.
Nintendo's revealed the details behind its mysterious Emio tease from last week, and it turns out it's a new Famicom Detective Club game. When the tease happened, we were wondering how this would play out, since it's pretty unlike Nintendo to tease.
Were they even still working for Nintendo when the first Famicom Detective Club? I don't think they were. They've been gone for a while.
A game announcement like that, and it seemed like people's imaginations were running wild about what this could potentially be. All things considered, this seems like a pretty good outcome for this tease. Famicom Detective Club is a niche series, but it has a very dedicated fan base, and it's being made by Metroid creator Yoshio Sakamoto. That said, as was always going to happen with this sort of a tease, there are people who are disappointed in the reveal, saying they were hoping for something a bit more realistic and gritty and deserving of that M rating. Overall, it seems like the community is a little bit split on this, so I want to know, leave a comment, let me know if you're happy with the announcement, if you're feeling a little bit burned by how it all turned out.
Yep. This announcement has got me interested in picking up the first two. Yeah, that's the majority opinion.
Today, we both loved working at Nintendo, but there was this one specific moment where we were like, this is it, we quit, it's over. And we're gonna tell you that story today.
Yeah, that was really quite the moment for both of us. Somehow we both got tangled up in this web.
Talking about a story that picked up a little bit of momentum over the weekend, at least on the website side of things. I didn't really see many, if any, people talking about this as far as YouTube is concerned. Maybe Flanders over there at Newswave covered it today. I'm not sure. I'm not watching 20 minutes of you, pal. You're lucky if you get 2 minutes out of me in real life. But with this situation, obviously we're talking about Nintendo, and it kind of paints them in a bit of a negative light. So a lot of Nintendo YouTube channels probably aren't going to cover this because they don't want to upset people. I don't really care because I'm not a Nintendo YouTuber. Of course, I'm not talking about Donkey Kong Country Returns HD being $60, even though that should be the real scandal. And I don't want to hear any nonsense about, oh, well, it's how they value the IP. It's how they value the brand. Okay, so you're going to tell me that they value this game that originally released for $50 on the Wii, for $40 on the 3DS with additional content. Now they value this at $60. However, a game featuring both Mario and Donkey Kong released at $50 that arguably had more work done to it. I don't tell me no brand recognition. Mario is always bigger than Donkey Kong. Just admit that there's no rhyme or reason to it.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, Mario vs. DK is like super low budget. Like, what is with this weird disrespect that the Donkey Kong Country games get today? Like, what is this bullshit? Like, I feel like when we get like a new Donkey Kong Country announcement, you're gonna see a lot of spurging about it. Like, again, like the last time we got a major controversial Nintendo announcement, it was Cranky Kong, right? Like, so very, very similar. Okay.
About that today. We're actually talking about a situation involving Nintendo not giving people credit. Now, you might remember a year ago or so, we actually heard on Game & Talk, put it out there into the universe that it could be. And I was like, stop it, woman. Stop it. We do not want that. It doesn't matter what we want, evidently. Because MEO, the Smiling Man, Famicom Detective Club. It's been revealed by good old Nintendo. The next installment in the Famicom Detective Club series is on the way. Comes out August 29th. In MEO, the Smiling Man, a student has been found dead in a chilling fashion. His head covered with a paper bag with an eerie, smiling face drawn on it. This visage bears a stripe. I can't. It's hard for me to care. Beat up. This is the first.
After all that hype, I love Japanese horror. I love this kind of stuff. Like, it's hard for me to be excited about it. Why? Just because it's Famicom Detective Club? Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, what exactly is so off-putting about Famicom Detective Club that seeing MEO be attached to it, like, has made you lose all interest? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like,
Famicom Detective Club story in 35 years for the first new one. Why do you think that is? What is Famicom Detective Club?
Probably because, like, Gunpei Yokoi left Nintendo and Sakamoto was busy with other projects, right? There are plenty of, like, classic Famicom IPs that never came back, right? You know, Mock Rider, like Ice Climbers, like, there's a lot of stuff like that. Like, it's not weird or unusual. Like, Famicom Detective Club absolutely has its place in history, right? It was an innovator in the adventure game genre on consoles, and it was like the biggest, like, story-driven game from Nintendo at that time. So, like,
Well, you might remember, if you're really old and potentially Japanese, that Famicom Detective Club came out on Famicom. Bit of a cult game. Then it got brought over to the Nintendo Switch. They did a Nintendo Switch version with enhanced visuals. The game came out, of course, and like everyone was kind of like, oh, you know, it's okay. It's a visual novel. These games are kind of short.
They're not visual novels.
$60, although you got...
They were not I don't think they were $60 either. Like, I think they were $60 combined. Like, they weren't super cheap, but like maybe $60 in a bundle. But I don't know what the exact. I don't remember what the exact price was. I guess we could look that up real quick. Let me see here. Yeah, what is the actual price? It's a visual novel and not a video game. It's not a visual novel though. Like, that's the thing. Like, there is gameplay in Famicom Detective Club. You would know this if you actually played it. Like, it is not a visual novel. It cannot be qualified as a visual novel. Like, just like how Ace Attorney is not a visual novel. Oh, can you not see? Can you not see the price if you bought them already? Wow, that's crazy. I guess we could look it up on Nintendo.com. Let's see, Nintendo.com. Yeah, $35, right, for one game. And then like the bundle is 60. Okay. So like, yeah, what an idiot. Like, oh, they released each of these games for $60. No, you idiot, that was the bundle. And they completely redid the visuals and like, and you know, this is the first time we got those games ever. So like, what is the big deal? Again, like I said this before, but like, Famicom Detective Club was downplayed when it came out. Like, absolutely, it was. And this is a good example of that, of just how many people are spurting out like, oh, no, nobody cared about Famicom Detective Club. Well, I did. I gave it a positive review, right? So, like, what exactly are you doing when you like, what do you think is going to happen? Like, who are you trying to fool? Like, certainly not people who actually like the game. I don't know. I think this is the problem a lot of these people actually have, is that, like, too many people did like the remake. Too many people, like, became fans of the IP because of this. You know, Yumi Tachibana is probably one of the big waifu characters right now. So, like, they're not going to be able to keep up this negative, like, energy. Like, already I'm kind of seeing people make fun of them. Like, you know, I'm probably, like, leading the charge in that respect, or at least I would have if I was available, but, when it happened, but, like, yeah, this was ridiculous. This is, like, the big Pretendo L of the year. Like, them being angry about Emio. Hang on, I'm going to put something in the oven. 35 minutes, okay, 350. Like, what is he talking about? Like, okay. I mean, there was no controversy. Like, the only people I see complaining about this are YouTubers. Okay.
Themselves are short. There's not a whole lot of value in it for people, and visual novels are a niche genre. If you are a fan of visual novels, I am proud of you. I hope you go on your YouTube channel and you make a video being excited for this game, because you're allowed to be excited. Just like people are allowed to not be excited when the game that seems very interesting to them becomes a visual novel. But back to Famicom Detective Club. Why haven't they
becomes a visual novel? He makes it sound like they changed the game in development just so they could annoy him. Like, oh no, they did this just to annoy me. Oh, fuck.
Years. Well, this is why The Famicom Detective Club remix received mixed or average reviews on Switch according to Metacritic. As of June
Nobody cares about Metacritic.
2021, both games have sold a combined 20,949 physical copies.
Yeah, physical copies, you idiot. Like, the game was kind of hard to get a hold of. Like, I think everybody bought it digitally. I bought it digitally. Like, I prefer buying my visual novels digitally. Like, it's just one of those genres. Like, there's no reason to own a physical copy. It's just...
in Japan. Now, this is a game that's primarily for a Japanese market. And when you don't sell anything in the Japanese market, maybe, just maybe, that means that this isn't the right game for the current marketplace. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there's...
You don't know anything about how the game is structured, right? You don't... Like, we haven't seen a whole lot of what actually happens, like, in Emiya. Like, there could be a lot more than what we got out of the first two games. And already the first two games were already, like, pretty elaborate visual novels. Well, not adventure games, excuse me. So, like, like, what exactly are you upset about, really? Like, you're just upset about, like, the label thrown on this game, really. Like, oh, how dare it have... I'm not even sure, like, the visual novel thing is, like, what's really getting to them. I think it's the aesthetic. Like, that's the thing that really irritates them about this. Because, like, everything else they showed in the trailer is still true. It does have strong themes. It is still rated M. Like, those didn't just magically go away when it was, like, tied to the Famicom Detective Club brand. Like, it's still darker and edgier, and, like, people like this are conveniently not acknowledging that at all. Like, it's just embarrassing.
Inherently wrong with visual novels. I liked 777 on the Nintendo DS.
You idiot! It's like 999. That's like basic visual novel, like 101. Well, puzzle adventure game 101. Like, it's 777. You fucking retard! Like,
which I paid $30 for back in the day. For $30 and the touchscreen mechanics, like, it was interesting. It was something different. But when you're talking about something that you've promoted,
Famicom Detective Club is 100% better than 999, by the way. Fuck Uchigoshi. Fuck Danganronpa. Fuck, like, the sequels. Like, it is the most autistic anime bullshit ever. By the way, we probably should, like, do 999 on script. I hate those fucking games, so that might be fun to do, but,
you did a very interesting sort of campaign for it, and then it's just a visual novel instead of, like, a more traditional horror game, you know, kind of stepping outside of your comfort zone, because that's what people want Nintendo to do.
How many visual novels does Nintendo produce, typically? Like, all the arguments people made about, like, Nintendo not producing, like, horror games, like, that also applies to visual novels. Like, Ace Attorney is not a Nintendo property, right? So, like, again... This is still radically different than what Nintendo typically produces, right? So what are you so upset about?
Their comfort zone is done packed perfectly. You know, you want a 2D platformer, you want a 3D platformer, they've got you covered. They know how to do those games. But people want to see Nintendo step out of their comfort zone a little bit. Have a little bit of fun. Take a little bit of a risk instead of just bringing back a dead and dormant IP.
So he's gonna argue that bringing back, you know, something like Famicom Detective Club is not a... Like, he's gonna complain about Nintendo not taking risks while simultaneously condemning them for bringing back a dead IP like Famicom Detective Club. Like, that's a contradicting statement, genius. Like, who are you trying to fool?
That, honestly, I don't think many people care about.
I do, fuck you.
And that's the problem. If this was a Star Fox game, yeah, you got a little bit more interest going on.
What are you talking about? People shit on Star Fox Zero all the time. People shit on Command all the time. Like, if anything, Star Fox got, like, got more shit than what Emiya is getting now. Like, don't give me that nonsense. Like, oh, Star Fox is more relevant than Famicom Detective Club. Like, Famicom Detective Club got high-quality remakes recently. Right now is a good time to bring it back.
You probably have a little bit more hype. Let's look at the page for it. Yeah, it's getting a physical. $50. Oh boy. This looks exciting. Oh yeah. That looks awesome. Look at this. This looks awesome. Totally something that can only be like. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not. I'm really not.
What is he
And like I
talking
think
about?
the premise is interesting, but the art style, the type of game that this is, just narrows down the type of person that's going to play it. And like I said, if you like visual novel games,
What are you talking
that's cool.
about?
They got Sakamoto working on this, of Metroid fame. So this is what Sakamoto has been doing, making a new Famicom detective.
Yeah, after producing Dread. Like, he can't sit there and try to tell you that, like, we got this instead of a new Metroid game. We got our new Metroid game. Fuck off. Like, I'm still playing Dread today. So don't give me this bullshit that, like, he could have produced anything else. Like, come on. Like, this is, in all honesty, probably the most exciting thing he could have done. I'll be completely bluntly honest with you. Deeply respect Sakamoto for coming back and making this, but
Club, a game with a visual style. Oh man, I'm so disappointed. And like, if you're not, I'm not trying to tell you to be negative. Let's get that out of there. I'm not trying to tell you that you need to be disappointed with this. If you're excited for this, that's cool. But you have to understand, this is not what a lot of people were expecting. I think, you know what? I think this whole thing could have been avoided if the initial Smiling Man teaser, the original MEO teaser, if it wasn't like a person, if it used a more cartoon.
Then people wouldn't have gotten excited about the game, genius. Right? All that stuff you said early on about what a masterful marketing move it was, it's still very much true. People are talking about Famicom Detective Club because they did this. And he's going to flip around and try to say this was a bad trailer? No. Fuck off. If they showed off this game at a typical direct, people like this would have just, like, done that thing they do where they just press the Z button in the chat, like snooze, and just written it off and ignored it, right? But doing it this way guarantees like that it's getting noticed, and that is a really interesting thing for Nintendo to do, I think. Like, keeping Nintendo Directs for like the big major announcements while still producing stuff like this, giving this stuff their own unique trailers. Yeah, it's getting more and more difficult for like these people to like take advantage of how Nintendo products are received, because like they keep trying to like drum up their outrage, but it doesn't really work the way it used to. But anyway,
cartoony art style like you see here. Like look at this. Look at this. Look at this picture here. If you use this straight out of the jump as your marketing material, and you didn't sort of give a feeling that it was going to be like a different style of game, if you used a more anime art style, I think nobody would really be disappointed, because you would have expected something.
What are you talking about? Like, it's legit a meme for Nintendo fans to shit on things for having anime art styles. Like, again, it's a stereotype. That's what you're complaining about. Specifically, like, not about the game itself, like purely the anime aesthetic.
Using an actual person to do that initial teaser,
destroy them all.
I think that's where the disappointment comes from some people. And like I said, if you're excited about this, like, that's cool, man. But you have to understand that there's people out there that don't want to play a game that looks like this.
I don't care what they think. Like
this
fuck off.
Look quality at all. And I know with visual novels,
how does it not look quality? Like, you're not someone who plays visual novels. What makes this so unappealing to you as someone who doesn't play the genre? Like, again, what's the big issue? Like,
kind of got to see it in motion. But I don't think there's any sort of motion that could happen in this scene right here that would make me be like, wow, I should spend $50 on this game and, check it out. Like, I'll just watch a story synopsis. So I've probably offended a lot of visual novel fans, but I don't feel like there's a lot of visual novel fans on my channel. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm disappointed. If you're excited, that's awesome. I hope you make a video talking about your excitement. Before we go, folks, we hit 500K. That is crazy. That is 500,000.
Finally know what MEO is.
Ahoy folks, Triss here with a quick news update on Emio, because the game has been fully revealed now. After last week's mysterious teaser, Nintendo followed up today with a deeper look at Emio, the Smiling Man, Famicom Detective Club. That's right, it's a brand new entry in the Famicom Detective Club series, the first new entry in over 30 years. The pair of remakes from 2021 were pretty great, so seeing a brand new entry in this visual novel series is exciting. Nintendo also released a video
game
talking
series.
about the game.
Well, I probably
with
shouldn't talk
producer,
so much shit about that,
Yoshio
'cause I can't.
Sakamoto, known for his work on the Metroid series. In Emio, you take the role of an assistant private investigator trying to solve the murder of a young student, seemingly killed by Emio, the Smiling Man, a killer of urban legend. To fans of the original games, this section of the eShop page may catch your interest too. It says this game continues the adventures of the previous games by even including the returning protagonist, Ayumi Tachibana, who's even playable in certain sections of the game for the first time.
Tachibana's
I gotta
not the
say,
protagonist.
while a small part of me is disappointed that this wasn't teasing a brand new horror IP from Nintendo, seeing a brand new Famicom Detective Club game was completely
Last week, Nintendo did some of the most brilliant marketing I think I've ever seen, where they just dropped an image saying, "Who is Emio?" and left it at that. And it got the internet talking. Who is this man?
We
What
still
is
don't
this
know
game
who Emio
Nintendo's
is.
talking about? It is so different in tone from anything they've done in the past. Is this Nintendo's return to horror? What are we looking at? And Emio became a meme where people were like, let's put him in Smash, let's get an amiibo of him, and just hounding the Nintendo Twitter account about, okay, where is Emio? And finally, we have that answer. And it turns out that Emio is the third game in the Famicom Detective Club series, finally returning after 30 years. And being head up by Yoshio Sakamoto, who was the original creator of Famicom Detective Club. And they even released a video of him going over his inspirations for the series, what people can expect from it, and little bits here and there. It really sort of sets a tone for what this game's going to be like, and it's quite obvious that this feels pretty dark. It's all about a series of unsolved murders from 18 years ago, and a new case has finally reared its head, where a student has been found dead, although...
Okay. Has Dimitri done anything? Like, I'm just like, has Dimitri done anything? No. Yeah, the last thing Dimitri complained about was the therapy thing.
Welcome, my friends, to another episode of Nintendo Nightcap, bringing you all the latest Nintendo news. And today we've got quite the big story because Nintendo caused quite the big stir earlier today when it dropped a 15-second long trailer teaser that can only be described as, I don't know, unsettling and very un-Nintendo-like. But what is the game about? All we got to go on is a man in a dark room wearing a paper bag for a face and a smiling expression. Very little else to go on. Who's making the game? Is it Nintendo? Are they just publishing? We are going to talk about all the rumors circulating online at the moment. We got a little bit more information in the Japanese version of the trailer, which shows some kanji writing, which is translated to say Emio, meaning the smiling man. But who is making this game? Well, the internet is rife with speculation, and they are pointing it towards Bloober Team, who are the guys behind Laser.
So, Nintendo have done something extremely weird for
5. And guys, with some of the quick news out of the way, let's get into the bigger stuff. Let's start right away with who is Emio. This was a trailer that was released a little more than a week ago by Nintendo, and there was a context to it, and it led to all kinds of speculation, of course, because it was mature rated. Is this going to be a Nintendo horror game? A lot of possibilities. And because of that speculation, there were some people who did legitimately guess what it ended up being. And, well, the announcement certainly divided many people online, mostly because of, I guess, the genre that this game is in. But we can see the trailer here for it.
Oh.
Yes, it is a new entry in the Famicom Detective Club series titled Emio, the Smiling Man.
Yeah, I think I'm about ready
Okay,
to
now,
call it quits.
we haven't had a new Famicom Detective Club game, technically, in more than 30 years, as the more recent ones they released are actually remakes of the original from more than 3 decades ago. So, I mean, they are technically available now. You can play them on the Switch, although they haven't done a physical release of those in, like, the US. So that kind of threw some cold water on the release for that from a few years ago. But they say the next installment in the Famicom Detective Club series is on its way. Investigate a crime and unmask the truth in a dark, twisted thriller with the Emio the Smiling Man Famicom Detective Club game launching August 29th. So this is the August game. It's about 6 weeks out now, and there will be a physical release for this one. So good news, they made sure to clarify that. They also have an extended video where they actually talk with the series producer Yoshio Sakamoto, and they were involved with the original game decades and decades ago, and here they are now making the newest one, which that is cool because you do see how long many...
What the fuck are you talking about? They? Wait, okay,
at this point, and it's a brand new Famicom Detective Club game because there was that teaser last week or so about who's Emio, what's going on here, this little weird thing, and all of a sudden, bam, Nintendo announced it, and it's Emio, the Smiling Man, Famicom Detective Club, officially announced for the Nintendo Switch. This is the first new entry in the series in 30 years. Remember, the two Famicom Detective Clubs that came before it, those were just remakes of the original game, so we didn't really get anything new. So let's get into the information here, then I'll give you guys my own personal thoughts on this. So following the teaser last week, Nintendo has announced mystery adventure game Emio, the Smiling Man, Famicom Detective Club for Switch. It is the first new Famicom Detective Club story in 35 years, excuse me, not 30 years, 35 years, following the previously released first and second installments in the series. It will launch both physically and digitally on August 29th worldwide for $49.99. Now here is more about the game. You can investigate the brutal death of its connection to the urban legend. A student has been found dead. His head was covered with a paper bag with an eerie smiling face drawn on it. Much
I thought
like the
Emio targets girls.
Emio, the Smiling Man, a killer of urban legend who is said to place such a bag over his victims' heads. As a private investigator, you are tasked with helping police solve this crime, which is reminiscent of the series of unsolved murders from 18 years ago. Has a serial killer returned, or is this the work of a copycat? Are the crimes inspired by the Smiling Man story or the origin of it? Discover the answers to these questions as a member of the Utsugi Detective Agency in this intense story of suspicion, isolation, and fragility. Explore the interactive drama of interesting characters. Utsugi Detective Agency with the return of familiar characters including returning protagonists from previous games, and Ayumi Tachibana, who was playable in certain sections of the game for the first time in the series. Playing as the investigative duo, you'll need to learn a lot about the personalities and backstories of the other characters if you want to discover the truth, who is harmless, and who is keeping important secrets. Ask questions, reference your notes, and make connections. You'll have to order your thoughts and examine your leads carefully to draw the right conclusions. And Metroid Man, Mr. Yoshio Sakamoto, is also heading up the producing role for this game. So, I mean, that's pretty cool they got him making this. Now, these games aren't typically my style of titles. This is more of the interactive visual novel detective crime type of game. AI the Summoning Files, I have played that, but I haven't fully played the Famicom Detective Club games, but there are a lot of people who do like this style of game, but it's just not necessarily my style of game that I play a lot. I have not played fully the Famicom Detective Club games. This game's kind of like an Ace Attorney type of thing, investigating, looking, asking questions, examining different things, and all of that. So if you've played Famicom Detective Club 1 and 2, which I've seen people play the game on YouTube, and I've watched the trailers and all that, if you're into that, then you'll probably be into this. If you're into Ace Attorney, then you'll probably be into this. If you're into visual novels and interactive type of games like AI the Summoning Files and things like that, then you'll probably be into this. Now, am I into it? No, not really. I'm not big into these type of games. I might check it out, I might not. Just one of those things to where I'm just not big into it, but I didn't really have any type of crazy high expectations.
What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey, still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro, it's the truth. If you don't like it, you can have that seat up. So today we finally know what Emio is. And after that secretive marketing tactic by Nintendo that got everyone interested in the game, now we know what Emio actually is, and it's the opposite of pretty much what basically everybody thought it was going to be, and honestly it wasn't a pleasant surprise either. Now, I've seen a lot of, well, not a lot. I've seen a handful of people defending, oh my gosh, it's a new entry in Famicom Detective Club. Oh my gosh. It's like, bro, y'all ain't never talked about this game in your life. And then,
What are you talking about? Like, the reason nobody in the West talks about these games is because they never released here when they were relevant, and we've only ever gotten the remakes. Like, again, like, come on.
I don't know if people are just afraid to express their disappointment, but I am one of those people. Now, with the teaser, not only did the teaser seem to imply that it was a game that was going to have a somewhat realistic art style, it also seemed to imply that this was some type of probably a horror game, and it's neither. And it's damn near basically barely a game in terms of actual
that is a hot take.
gameplay. And I know that's up for debate, but in my opinion, this is barely a game. Barely. And this kind of reminds me of this is like a Wii U level disappointment. This kind of reminds me back during the VGX, before it was called the Video Game Awards. And Reggie and Nintendo went on there talking about, oh, we got this big grand announcement for the VGX.
So yeah, you just got hyped for that too.
People were hoping it was going to be something big because they said it was something big. But later, it was leaked that Cranky Kong was going to be in Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. And I said, Reggie, this better not be your surprise. Because if it is, just stay home. But unfortunately, it was a surprise. And they didn't stay home, and they embarrassed us.
What is he talking about? Like, oh, Nintendo embarrassed themselves by unveiling Cranky Kong. Like, I don't understand why even 10 years later, certain people are still spurging about that. That's crazy to me. I've been making fun of that for years now. Actually, since when it happened. And, like, it's crazy to me that, like, so many people stand by it. As, like, oh, Nintendo sure fucked up that one time. No.
And this kind of reminds me of that. But the reason why this isn't as big of a deal is
I think I'm ready to end the stream.
The Switch 2 is about to come out. The Switch 2
No,
is
it's
about
not.
to be unveiled.
What are you talking about?
So the Switch is at the end of its life as Nintendo's main console. So it's not that big of a deal. But had Nintendo pulled something like this a couple years ago, this would have been a problem.
What?
It's still kind of a problem.
What?
But it's not. It's not that big of a deal. We expected to be damn near playing the Switch successor by now, so it's not that big of a deal. But this is definitely a disappointment. And if you don't believe me, that's a disappointment. Look how many people made videos about Emio. What's Emio? What is this? Oh, what is it? I wonder what it is. And then it's shown, and now like 4 people did videos on it. That will show you all you really need to know about this. This is going to flop with a capital F. And the sad part really is that Nintendo usually doesn't do this kind of marketing and this kind of hype for their games. But they choose this basically non-game to do this kind of marketing for, and it's pretty much for nothing. So yeah, that's kind of annoying. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section.
What? Are people call? Yeah, Dr. Trey. I think he has the worst take out of all of them. Even worse than RGT85. Crazy. Elden Ring isn't difficult. Like, get it over yourself. All right. Yeah, I should probably get back to work on American Evil. Wow, it's that late already? Wait, no, it's... Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's not that late, yeah. I should get back to work on editing the vlog. I got bored in the starting area. I didn't give up. That implies something that I didn't do. It's crazy how little of this I remember, but... That's right, I need to do some, I gotta practice my... Anyway. Well, nobody played Elden Ring, right? Like, I noticed this when I saw the achievements. Like, 40% of people, like, never beat the boss I just beat, so... Again, it was an early game, like, fairly easy boss, too, so... Again, like, people bought Elden Ring, but they didn't necessarily play through it. I mean, I know people who gave up on Elden Ring because it wasn't very good. It's kind of a normal opinion, I think. Yeah, I think I'm ready to call it quits. There's not really much for me to play. I think I am gonna focus on American Evil. Like, I'll probably just, like, you know, just casually fire up streams, like, in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, I think my focus is elsewhere. Like, I woke up today really wanting to go swimming, but I just didn't have time. Like, maybe tomorrow I'll get up and do it. No, I have to get my appointment. Yeah, I'd like to go swimming this year for sure. Yeah, I think a lot of these levels are gimmicky. I like the base game of Super Mario Advance 4, but like the e-reader levels, I don't think they're really that great. Ooh, all right. Yeah, I really need to think about what I'm gonna play next week. Finish cap, yeah. Yeah, I'll probably just do like Gradius 3 again, maybe Final Fantasy 5. Yeah, Final Fantasy 5 and Dread Quest Monsters I think you can do off stream. God damn it, I forgot to play Ace Attorney. Yeah, I think we're gonna do Ace Attorney next week and try to finish it. I mean, maybe I'll do it tomorrow night. I don't know. I really don't like the idea of doing it because I really got to get this book done. So I think I am just gonna kill tonight and tomorrow night and just do what